everybody. Do not adjust your screens. Beth Kingston is not wearing any makeup. I figured since we're having a crop, right, like a virtual crop, and at a real crop, I would not be wearing any makeup. I would be wearing pajama bottoms. I'm wearing actual pants and also a very festive shirt. Hi. But I figured, Don Kingston, will you click over to the comments section so I could see? Hi. Rebecca, Lisa, Verna, Leah. Hi, Mary. Hi, guys. Hi. Yeah, I figured, why should I put makeup on? If this is a real crop, I would not have makeup on a real crop. Oh, see, Rebecca's not wearing makeup either. You guys are clearly my people. Yes, I'm comfy. I'm home. Very excited about it. So many things happening. Number one, we're in the middle of a horrendous windstorm. If you live in the DC, Maryland area, I don't know how far it is up the East Coast. So if we suddenly are gone, it's because the internet or the power went out, but it's crazy over here. People are having snow. Brenda, Robin, hi, guys. Thank you for saying I look good. That's very, very kind of you. Number two, both of us are ill. I think it's from burning the candle at 500 ends. I've been gone for the last almost 2 weeks, and Don's just been trying to get, like, we got the kitchen going, and he's got work stuff. So if I sound a little plugged up, that's Shemaine. Hey, girl, hey. Robin had the one this morning. Yeah, Norma, Lisa, hi, guys. So we're just doing this thing. This is the first one we've done like this. It's a little more laid back and casual than the Kingstons are used to. So we're not sure what's going to happen. Hi, Kathy. What's happening? So here's what we're going to do. Hopefully everyone got their first Persnickety box. I got mine. I'm a longtime customer, so I have many to choose from. And their Everyday Stories album. First thing we're going to do is talk about sorting our photos once we get them in Persnickety Box, and I'm going to talk about like how I choose my papers. We're going to stick some photos and papers and some pages, and then we'll see where we are with time. I don't want this to be much more than like 45 minutes or an hour because it shouldn't take you that long. That's what I'm so excited about it for. And then once we have everything in the albums, if you want to go crazy with decorating, great. If you just want to do some who, what, where, when, why, great. Before we do that, though, I wanted to say thank you so much. Hopefully all of you should have gotten an email from HSN. There was a problem with some of the page protectors that came in the albums. And very long story short, because the first batch that the designers got came from the very first ones off of the factory, out of the factory, they were all perfect. It was once they'd run, 50,000 pages. What happened is the machine started to shift a little bit. And so some of the refills on one side got too short, but we didn't realize it until after everybody's had already shipped out. So everybody got an email from HSN. Many of you wrote back and said, hey, I checked and mine were wrong. We resent those all out. If you are someone who has not checked your page refills, do it tonight. Do it while we're working. What should happen is one of your 4x4 squares should fit perfectly in all 4 squares of your pages. If they don't, send an email to info@Kingston Crafts and we'll get you taken care of. But we send out an email to everybody, and I'm just you guys have been so kind and patient and understanding, and we just appreciate that so much because that was probably the worst day of our lives when we realized that had happened. So we are so grateful to you guys. Kim, what's up, girl? Lynn, Mary, wind chills 11 at the beach. No, thank you. Becky, hi. But I'm assuming that's Michelle, said she got no email. Look in your spam. So it sounds like some people ended up in their spam. Okay, so here's what I would like to ask y'all some questions while we're working together, while we're cropping together. Number one, what I would like to know is everybody working with Persnickety Box photos, or are some of you also working or just working with old 4x6 photos? Because I'm going to talk about those a little bit towards the end. But I'm just curious, like, how many people, is everybody doing this size? Say it again. There's my mom. Hey, Sharon. What's happening? Susan, I feel like we're doing this. It's happening. Susan says she's. I underestimate her ability to be indecisive. I feel that deeply. But yeah, I would love to know if you're using exclusively the Persnickety Box photos, if you're using old photos, if you're doing a combo of both, because I want to be able to get everybody scrapbooking and doing what they want to do. Also, once we get to the end, for those of you who got the auto ship, I have a sneak peek of something that is coming in the auto ship because my sample for me to approve came today, and it's real good. If you did not get the auto ship, we sold out of everything, which is wonderful. We are trying desperately to get back some of the originals for people that maybe heard about it late or saw that their girlfriend got it or want to get extra albums. We are also hoping to get some auto ships. I won't bore you with like case packs and what that means, but when we do the auto ships, we are hoping to get some extras for people who didn't get in on it. I can't guarantee it, but we're keeping our fingers crossed. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, good. Lots of Persnickety Box. Oh, good. Okay, good. Oh, people do these Christmas gifts. Okay, so that's the second thing I want to know. There's Carol. Hey, Carol. Carol's the newest member of the Kingston Crafts design team, so we're very excited about that. Here's the other thing I like to know. What are the photos in your P box? What is the theme of the photos of your first P box for everybody? Mine are, and we can, so Don and I are swinging around. We're trying two cameras. We're going to try and see what works with what. We're going to see if we like it. Mine is the summer trip with our brother and sister-in-law and their family. Not this past summer, but the summer before. That's what I'm working on tonight. What is everybody else working on? I want to see. I want you to tell me what you got going. Okay. Don Kingston's going to switch. We're going to come around, see what's happening. Ooh, Don Kingston. So fancy. Oh, and he wants to make sure everybody can still hear. Can everybody still hear us? Fall vacation, grandchildren. Oh, I love that idea. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Robin's also doing a vacation. Good. Everybody can hear. Okay, sweet. Oh, Mary wants to make an album about her crafts. Oh, I love that idea. Oh, you guys are so good. Okay, yes. I want everybody to tell me what they're working on. This is my sister-in-law. Hey, Carly. Hey, girl, what's happening? So, what we're going to maybe get all our pictures out of our Persnickety. There we go. So I'm taking mine out. So the first thing that I like to do is sort them into, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see, sort them into like piles and events or how I think I might want to work them. So that's my sister-in-law. And I'm just going to start stacking. And so that's what I think that's where we're all going to get going. Let's see, what do you guys, a combo of sizes. Oh, Kingston Crafts orders. Oh, kids, that's such a good idea too. 4 and 2-legged, amen. Okay, so I'm just going to start sorting. So for example, this is when we were at a family dinner. This is when we went, the kids went rock climbing, and this is when we went out to a farm. So obviously, like, this was at the same farm. So I know I want to keep all the farm pictures together. And then this was when we were at the pool. So you just sort of kind of put together, like, look and think, okay, like, this was at the farm. Obviously, these are all farm. This was at the family dinner. So I just sort them into what I think in my mind, what pictures I might clump together, and clump is the technical word. Oh, Kim's doing her husband's birthday trip to Epcot. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So this is a quick and easy way to see what you've got in your box. And then let me move them over so we can see what you've got in your box and see how you might want to sort all the photos. So obviously we took most of our photos at the farm. That was at the fun park. That was it. Okay. So we're going to give everybody a few minutes to start sorting their photos. And then we're going to get out our papers. Everybody got your papers. Remember, shared online. Oh, baby pictures. Oh, that's such a good idea. A secret online album. I think you guys can't all read this. I'm a member of a shared online album of new baby Gus. I secretly downloaded and printed 30 of the photos, and that's going to be a gift for his parents. Oh my gosh, they are going to love that. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest idea ever. Okay. How's everybody doing with their sorting? I feel like this is the easy part. Jean's happy she's gonna, I know, I hope we can get some of those auto ships. Keeping our fingers crossed. Okay. I appreciate that you love my nails. So I don't know if you can see. I don't know why I'm showing you guys all the terribleness, but I need to have them redone. So there, but I like the sparkly. Michelle's doing an album of her granddaughters. Okay. Hey, Mitzi, what's happening, girl? So how's everybody got their sorting done? We're all good. So here's the other thing I want to talk about is when we're working on these, I know I encouraged everybody to just sort of start. That was my, like, don't worry about starting in January. Don't worry about starting this year. Just pick a month and start. So I obviously have been a P-Box customer for a while, and I had already done P-Box photos of this summer's vacation together. And so here's what I want you to remember when you're working on P-Box is you don't have to be too precious about, I'm going to grab some of my page refills. You don't have to be too precious about whether it's front, whether it's back, if you know, where you're going to put them, how they're going to lay how they're going to be stored in your album. So this was 2024. Then I decided I wanted to work on 2023. So what's going to happen is at some point, I'm going to get to like the back of this page. Let me move a little closer. Can you zoom out a little bit, babe? Yeah. What's going to happen is I'm going to get to the back of this page. Yeah. And if, you know, the pages that I decided to do, if the back of this is empty, I can always fill it just with some of the paper squares and do a little journaling. I can find my favorite picture of me and my sister-in-law. So don't worry about like, oh, but my fronts and backs have to match and I have to do page layouts. We're not worrying about any of that, like you have had to with past scrapbooks. So I'm going to get a couple of my page refills, and I'm going to start with, and this is a great way to think about it if you're not worried too much about order. So I only have 2 pictures of us at the pool. So if I want to do a one page layout, quote unquote, then I've only got 2 pictures, so that's perfect to do. So I'm gonna just stick them in there. And this is what I'm talking about. If you're joining us a little bit late, the factory has some of the refills, the machine started to like slide a little bit. So if you have any problems at all sliding your pictures or your pages into your refills, send us an email at info@kingstoncrafts.com because we will gladly send you some refills. So boom, got my pictures in. Here's my advice. Don't worry about putting the papers in, put your pictures in first. So I'm gonna move this aside. So I'm just pretending like I've got these set out here like this. And now I'm gonna, okay, so I'm flipping this. Now I'm gonna maybe do a two pager. I've got all of my farm pictures. So that was actually when we did a hike after. So like, I'm just gonna start laying them out. Clearly I loved the farm animals. So here, we could do like on the farm, put those together. And it does not matter where you're putting your photos. Michelle, if yours are tight, that's okay. They won't be able to go in at all if there's a problem with the page refills. If I can find, actually, Don, will you hand me that one down there? I'll show the one that marked bad. Yeah, I'll show everybody what it. We want them to fit nice and tight because we don't want them to fall out. See here where it says bad. See how it won't even, oh, there we go. It won't go in at all. Like there's no way to fit it in. That's how you can tell it's not good. So if you can fit them in, great. They should be tight. It's if you can't get them in at all, that's because good times. Why not have that to worry about? Okay. Oh, I found an extra picture in here. Hey, girl. There you are. Okay. How's everybody coming on their sorting and putting their pictures in? So I sort of like these how they are. Here's a picture of the actual farm. So I might go ahead and put that in there. You just decide. So I'm not much for journaling. which I know is probably not the right answer. Oh, thanks, Dave. I'm not much of one for journaling, so I don't need to leave a lot of space to write these long phrases about, you know, what it means to be and all that kind of other stuff. So I feel like this is a good amount to have, and then we can go back and fill them in. So then again, I just go ahead and start sliding them in. For those, so here's my next question. Are most of you, and here's something else for those of you who are new, when you go to slide in on the bottom half on the back side, the slot obviously is back in the back. So you'll just slide your pictures in like that. Is everybody working on these albums? Are you a longtime crafter? Are you a new crafter? Are you not a crafter and you just want to work on your photos? I would love to hear sort of where in the process you are. Because that'll help like moving forward with crops if there's like fun techniques we used to try and all that kind of good stuff. Michelle said this is different than the normal way. I know. That's what I love about it. Debbie's waiting for her photos. Janetta, the kits, we are hoping, so let me try to stick my face in here. Hi. No, you guys can't see me. Refills. Oh yeah, let's cut the camera back for 1 second. I forgot Don Kingston's magical. Refills, so we sold out of all the refills too. Refills should be back in stock within the next few weeks, if not early January. We're hoping to have some of the complete kits also in January, if not early February. We're keeping our fingers crossed because it's like getting them ordered, getting them shipped. But refills we should have within the next couple of weeks, and then kits we should have hopefully in January. Also, you guys are the first to know. Oh, Don wants to show something. This goes right to longtime scrapbooker, but this will. Oh, good, Debbie, good. You guys are so good. Oh yeah, see a lot of people scrapbooking. Hi guys. Oh my gosh, lots of experienced scrapbookers, crafters. Oh, good. Well, so the great thing about this is, like Michelle was saying, this is completely different than anything we've done before. It's almost too easy. And that's what I think is so great about it, is it because it frees us up. Like we're getting our pictures off of our phones. I have casually mentioned this in a couple other places, but not made like a full announcement yet. So you guys watching will be the first to sort of officially know. We are launching a Kingston Crafts website where you will be able to order things, page refills. You will be able to order actual, like just the albums, not in the kits. We're gonna have some really cool things that go with everyday stories, embellishments and that kind of fun stuff. So that we're also gonna have digital papers for people that are technologically savvy and wanna do digital papers and print their own. That should also be launching in January, and we're real excited about that. I probably shouldn't have told you that, but anyway, we're very excited about it. So we will, we'll be able to keep up with, like if everybody goes crazy and wants, you know, to order just albums or just refills, we'll be able to keep up with that a lot easier than HSN will. So we're super excited about that. And also just the fun embellishments and stuff we can share with you. So, but anyway, January is our timeline for refills, for launching Kingston Crafts. And then hopefully we will have these album kits back in stock on HSN in January, if not February. And then we hope to have like just albums by themselves in March. Okay. It is very exciting. What, babe? Yeah, okay, so let's switch back. So I've got these here. Then I'm just gonna flip it over just like we're doing regular scrapbooks. And then I'm gonna do the rest of my farm photos. These are my niece and nephew, Ryan and Lily, and their parents. So like, here's a perfect example. I took a picture of this watermelon. Apparently I thought it was very important. I think that's a watermelon. Do I feel like I need it on this page? Not really, because this is all pictures of people. So then, oh, Don says that's a pumpkin. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's fine. So maybe I will skip this, but that's the great thing about Persnickety Box. And what I love about that too is, so like any photos that I don't use from this month, I can just put back in the box, put the lid on, and write the date, and it just keeps track of everything for me. So that's one of the other reasons why I like this set. Okay, so we're gonna leave out the pumpkin. We're making a executive decision. So then again, I just go in really quickly, start putting these in. I mean, this is so easy, because then we get to go back and decide what fun pages we want to do. And then if we want to move these around, remember, we're not gluing anything, we're not cutting anything. So it just makes it so easy to put these together. How's everybody else's pages coming? Pretty good? Mickey needs to order her pictures? Yeah, you do. Yeah, girl. Oh, I love that Cindy. Oh, that's so nice. Cindy's gifting her first auto ship to her best friend. I feel like people will love this. People who are not crafters will love this. I've shown this to a couple friends who also are not crafters, and they think that it's absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to keep on keeping on. How's everybody else is going? I feel good. You guys are so good. So I've got, all right, so I've got a couple more pages. We're just going to keep tootling along. This is when we went for a hike afterwards. So I'm just going to plop those, but it's just 2 photos, right? So I can stick those in there, and then on the opposite page. And this is the thing, don't think too much about it, because it's totally good. We can just do, oh, Mary just asked a great question. Do you print all your P-Box orders with a border? I think I like the borderless prints better. So that's what's so cool. So if you look over here, I actually have done them both ways. So these are borderless, and these have a border. The great thing about it is I don't think, it's just personal preference. And what I think, so these pages are going to go in the same album as this. I don't think anybody's going to look at it and go, well, some of your pictures have borders and some of them don't. Like, I'm not that worried about that. I think, yes, if you were doing like maybe a baby album, you know, like somebody that just said she was giving, I think Michelle maybe said she was doing a baby album for a friend, then maybe I do them all in one kind. But I don't mind having borderless and bordered, but that's a great question. And I love that you can like go back and forth between the two. So yeah, Pat just said some of your pictures look brighter than others. Is there a reason for that? These were at night. That's why. Like this was during the daytime, this is at night. So it's just a matter of what was taken. These were obviously taken in the daytime, so they're brighter. It's just time of day. This was taken at dusk on 4th of July, just before the fireworks. But that's a great question. Ooh, Joan is going to do one with old black and white photos. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that idea. Oh, that's such a great, you guys have such great ideas. Okay, so then I'm gonna, so here's a great dilemma, I guess. So I was gonna do this one pager right here. And then I started looking at what else I have. But these pictures were all done on the same day. At the same park, I was gonna do these separately and these together. But now I'm thinking I'd like to do this as a 2-pager, and just have these separate on another page. So again, that's the beauty of this, is that I can take these out and so we can put these in. So I can do rock climbing on the one side. And then I can do bumper cars on the other side. And I mean, it's just so, it goes so quickly. And I think, as so many of you said, you're scrapbookers. This just is counterintuitive to everything, where it's like, okay, it's going to take me 3 hours to do a 2-page layout because I've got to do this, that, and the other. I'm just going to need to put 2 squares in here and add like some embellishments, and I'm going to be done. It's just so cool. Okay, so then I flip again. So now we've got my two one-pagers. So the reason I like doing it this way is this is sort of the end of the trip. And so if I want to move these around later on, I can, but I love the idea of just being able to move stuff around, put it where I want it, and go. So this is our family. These are different photos. Stick these in. Okay. Oh, people say, are there different plastic pages that have example 2 pockets or just no pockets to make a page? Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's a great question. People are asking, sorry, I was putting my pages in and not reading the comments. So Jen's asking, are there different pages that have 2 pockets or no pockets? Well, it's funny you should ask that because there are not yet, but there will be in 2025. What we will do, so we don't yet have 8x8 pages, like just one page. We will in 2025, which is very exciting. We are also gonna, no, I probably can't.
Yeah, no, easy.
Okay. Don says I can't.
Give away all your trade secrets.
Don says I can't give away all secrets. We will have 8x8 pages in 2025. We will also have some other things that make it easy for you to make your pages a little bit different, like without getting in too much trouble. But what I will do is next month, I will show everybody how to cut some of your page refills to make the like little flip up pages. That's a great, will you make a note, Don Kingston, somewhere? Will you just write on a piece of paper somewhere to, that next month I'll show how to do little flippy uppies. Ooh, Scrappy Guy. Borders are really, that's Phil. Borders are really good if you have a busy background. Borderless in these albums is probably best because the page protectors create a natural border. Also great. Yeah, that's the beauty of it, is that you can do either or, whichever you'd like. So how's everybody doing with their, we good? Everybody getting their pictures in there? So here's the thing, guys. You're already like more than halfway there. Your photos are off of your phones and in an album. And we're not even at 30 minutes, and I've mostly been talking. Yes, Rebecca loves the 8x8 because you can include keepsakes. I love that too. Yes, we will have those in 2025. It's very exciting. Okay, so now, this to me is the most, not difficult, but like, I like to look at a lot of things. I like to, see what's happening. So here's, I've got all my pages. Now it's time to flip through your papers and start looking at what you want. So there's a couple ways you can do this. And these two just happen to be at the top and I didn't realize that. But look through your photos a couple times and see what the color schemes are. So like I've got a lot of, it's summer, so I've got a lot of aquas. I've got a lot of greens and blues. I've got this bright orange, but mostly greens and blues, and then oranges and teals. So what I can do to make it a little easier on myself is as I'm flipping through, and remember we did double-sided because we love you guys, go through and start picking out the ones that are those colors. And that's gonna make it easier for you. Like I don't have any bright yellows and we don't have any like beach pictures. So maybe not that one. We did have some teal, so I might hold on to that one. What I love about some of these black, white ones that have a little bit pop of color to them is like right here. This doesn't necessarily go quote unquote, but I could stick it there and I could do a little journaling and be done. So that's the easiest way. Like I don't have many pinks, so I probably won't do that one, but I can flip it over and look. So that to me is the easiest way to just go through. I have that green, but I don't like necessarily want that color. Here we have a lot of greens, like I mentioned, so I'll set that one aside and just go through and start looking. I'm flipping them over for you guys to show, but for me, the easiest way to do it is to just sit here and go like this. And then once I've gone through them this way, And I'll just, once I've gone through them this way, like I might use that pink, we'll see. I might use that. Here's some of the teals I was talking about. So I'm just going to set those aside. Once you've gone through your whole stack, here's another blue. Then we'll just pretend I've gone through my whole stack, do this, like keep the colors out. Then what I'll do is take the whole thing and flip it over and look at it that way. Rather than doing this with each one, like, oh, look at these sunglasses. Oh, now look at this side. It just goes a lot faster to just do it this way. And a lot of these will be solids, which makes it nice and easy so you can sort of flip through. But I find it easier to look on one side of the whole pack and then flip and go through the whole side of the other pack. That just makes it so much easier. Ooh, Mickey ordered some of our slimline. I think we only have our monochromatic slimline left because you guys love that so much, which I appreciate. Hopefully we'll have some more of that back in 2025 too. So what I'm going to do then is, yeah, Michelle, I love these like easy journaling cards because they can sort of go with anything, and you don't have to, like, I don't know about you guys, when I was working on a 12 by 12, I felt like I had to either type it out because I don't love my handwriting, which we will talk about at some point when we're all group therapy about our handwriting. But when you only have this much space, you only need to write this much. And if you just want to put like Vermont 2023, you can. That's what I think is so cool. So I'm just going to start like flipping and putting some in. And these might not be the ones I stick with, but I just want to like get started. So like put this in here. No, front way. Put this in here. I won't go through and do all of the, like, I won't make you guys sit here and watch me go through all of the pages, just like you're going through all your pages. But like, let me see. Look at some of these. But this is sort of the method to my madness, is I'll go through, do one run of papers that I know I absolutely love. And like the farm, I know I want to journal a little bit. I want to talk a little bit more about the farm. So I'm using one of the journaling squares as opposed to one of the pattern squares. Oh, Debbie, make a pack of just journaling cards. I like it. Oh, you guys are so good. I know, I like it. But this is the way that works best for me. And then look, I wasn't even trying to match, but I happened to put this on this side, and this green goes perfectly with the background here. So in some cases, you'll be able to just use one card, which I think is so cool. But I just sort of flip through, like, I love that this one works with this color, but I could also have used this one if I wanted to. So you're just going to have so many possibilities. And that's what I think makes it so, and see, like now that I'm sitting here, then I can go back through. I don't love that with that, so I won't use that one in there, but I just can, like, that one can go in there, stick it in here. And the beauty of it is, because you're not gluing anything down, you can switch these around if you decide you want to later. And this is just personal preference. We haven't seen some of these family members in a very long time, and we absolutely adore them. So even though pink isn't really what I was going for with this, I don't know if you can see in his shirt, there's some pink florals. So I'm going to stick this heart in here, and that's more for the pattern than the color, but it also happens to work. And then I can either put a rub-on on here, I can put some of the stickers on here, but that's sort of the way my mind has been working with this album, and it just has made it so much easier. I can go back and I can replace if I decide I love a different color, like I love the, you know, I'll keep, so I've got some spots that I still need to fill, but this gets me started and gets you guys started, hopefully. Gives you an idea of sort of how my mind was working when I put this together. Here's the other thing that I appreciate about doing these pages. So I'm gonna finish working on these pages, but you know, I've essentially done 30 photos. I think there's 20, I put some back, there's like 24 in here in 30 minutes. No, I think we're okay. In 30 minutes-ish while talking to you guys. Then you can go back, I can finish adding my squares. Then I can start adding the embellishments, whether it's journaling, whether it's my rub-ons, whether it's just dates, all of that kind of stuff. That's how quickly I want it to go for you. I hope it will go for you. How's everybody doing on there? 2 auto ships. Listen, wait until you see what I have to show you. Yeah, let's pop back up in the middle for 1 second, babe. Oh, Don, you're so fancy. Yeah, you can tell, like, look how red my face is. You can tell we're both unwell, and also I have no makeup on. Phil, I love all Phil's ideas. Yes, I love putting, and Chastity does this as well, putting her elements on the outside of her page protectors. I do that when I am absolutely certain that I am not going to move those photos around. So, like, as an example, this page right here, Don Kingston, can you zoom in? These embellishments, so these are on my last month's photos. I did those on the inside of the page because I haven't decided what my cover page for this album is going to be, or like if this is what I'm going to start with, which is a good thing I didn't, because this was my 2024 trip together. This is our 2023 trip together. So this will go on top of here in front. So if I had used this as my cover page and stuck some of this on the outside, I might move some stuff around a little bit later. So, but yes, once you're committed, I love to put my embellishments on the outside. And the adhesive on the embellishments, like the puffy stickers and stuff, is real good. And you know, it's hard for me to say nice things about myself. Yes, so Michelle makes a great point. Even if you only get the photos, even if you only put the photos in and never even put the paper in, you're still good. Like, even if you put 4 photos, you know, 4 photos here, 4 photos here, 4 photos here, 4 photos here, you're still getting your photos out. Don, can you zoom in? I want to just show, since these pages I've done like the embellishments for, but just to show, so 3 photos, 1 square. I don't love my handwriting, but I just did a little bit of handwriting there to say like where we were and what we did. Obviously those are the stickers that come with. So you're not having to, here's another one, 3 photos and just a little bit of journaling. Our niece and our dog love each other so much. And so I'm not having to spend 2 hours doing a 2-page layout with these 3 photos. I put them in, I added one of the page inserts, did a little bit of journaling, boom. Same over here, 3 photos and a page journaling square. So you can do 1 photo, you can do 2, you can do 3. It just makes it so easy, so quickly that these all come together. And again, I'm not writing like, you know, poems. I'm not writing like a bunch of information. And when you use the journaling squares, also like this one, I just check some of the boxes. It's so easy. You guys, so Jen just made a great point. Your handwriting may mean the world to someone one day. I feel exactly the same way. My grandmother's handwriting, I have her scrapbook album from high school over 100 years ago, which you guys saw me cry about on TV. I love to see her handwriting. Like, that's why I am also, even if I just put like who, what, where, when, it means so much. I know it's going to mean something to somebody, and it means so much to me. And then I have my niece Lily's handwriting. She wrote a note to our dog because she loves her. Oh, Wendy, I'm so glad. Wendy enjoyed this tonight. I did too. So I just want you guys to think about, like, that's the thing. We've only been on about 40 minutes. I got all my pages. I got all my photos in. I got a bunch of paper in while I was talking to you guys, because I didn't want to make you sit and watch me while I sorted through all my photos. And then you can add, if you want to add your puffies, if you want to add your rub-ons, if you want to add your stickers, all the stuff that came with, like, obviously I've cut up a bunch of my rub-ons. Love my puffy stickers. You get the phrase stickers, which make it really easy to add, like, again, if you're not in love with your journaling, if you just want to add dates, I love these, or like someone's name or a location. All of this, remember, came with your kit. And then you're getting, you've got the blue letter stickers, but you can also use other alphabets you've already got at home. That's the, Cynthia, yes, we are 100% doing this every month, because, like, I mean, the fact that I just have already finished my P-Box tonight is in 30 minutes and can then just go, like, embellish it, just tickles me. I'm so, yeah, I love this as much as you guys do. Okay, really quickly. Oh, wait, Don Kingston.
Chastity wants me to let you know Gloria, Scraps, and Andrea are watching on Instagram.
Gloria, Scraps, and Andrea, who are tuning in on Instagram. Hi. Hi, guys. It's, yeah, I appreciate that, because it's hard for me to read, because I'm, like, looking at my phone and also looking at the thing to read everybody. Hi, I appreciate you guys so much. Who was on Instagram? Laura? Girl, what you doing? Oh, our other sister-in-law, not the one in these photos, but I have many sister-in-laws. I just lost my train of thought because I was so excited to see everybody, albums, pictures. So the other great thing, since so many of us are crafters, the amount of my scraps of things that I'm using. So Don, can you come around just real quick? Actually, no, you can just come over the table with this. I want to show you guys, if you don't have a way to store your everyday stories stuff, I can just flip it around, babe.
No, I was gonna show you.
Oh, yeah. This is a, say it again. This is a diamond press. It's called, like, desktop. I should know, I sold it. It's called, like, the desk caddy something. It attaches to the side of your table, and it is what I use. Like, look at how perfectly the squares fit in there. I keep all my stickers and my page refills in here. I keep all my P boxes in here. I love this thing just for my everyday story stuff. But, like, stickers I've got from before, adhesive, like if I want to start getting crazy with things, this just fits perfectly in here. Okay, let me show you. Let's talk, shall we? Let's talk, and this is on, like, super clearance, by the way. Okay, for those of you, before we wrap up, for those of you who got the auto ship, I should probably not be showing you this, but guess what? It's my company. I can do what I want to do. Jen said she's 6 kids behind. Yes, no, girl, I feel you. I feel you deeply. The last scrapbook album that I completed, which was, like, last year, no, it would be our wedding, which was 22 years ago. Is that right? 22 years ago. That's how far behind I am. So no one here will judge you. That's why I love this, because you can just pick a month. Just pick a month to start. Okay, I want to show you the thing I'm not supposed to show you if you got the auto ship, and then I real quick just want to talk to people who are wanting to do their old photos, either in addition to or instead of Persnickety Box. Okay, every auto ship is going to be have 100-page inserts, page refills, stickers of every kind, puffy stickers. So the theme of the first one is called All Through the Year. I am going to show you the puffy stickers, and you're going to die of happiness. Are you emotionally prepared, everyone? Okay. Don Kingston. Look at the puffy stickers. Okay, first of all, so it's all through the year, so it's every theme. Look at the Easter bunnies. Look at the rainbows. Look at the little firecrackers. These are all puffy stickers. Look at the little popsicles. Look at the flip-flops. Look at the gingerbread people. Look at the bats. Look at the pumpkins. This is just the puffy stickers. Just the puffy stickers for the first auto ship. Are these not the cute? Look at the lemons. Look at the candy corns. Look at the little coffees. I mean, can you stand this? Don't tell anyone I showed you. What? Chastity don't care. Chastity, fine. So if you got the auto ships, this is coming in your next auto ship. If you didn't get the auto ship, we are going to try to figure out a way to get you some more. Just bear with us. Oh, sorry, with my feverish cheeks. Okay, really quickly before we go, I want to talk to people who are like me, way far behind, and either you bought 2 of these, or you are going to buy some more when we have them available again. Because no, either we're okay. We just do it this way. Because so many people have asked me about doing it with old photos and how to use 4x6 photos when these are 4-inch squares. I just want to really quickly show you some of the pages that I've done. So this is the Kingstons in 2005. These were 4x6 photos that I just cut off the sides because it was like, our kitchen counter or whatever. This one, Don's, the last from Don's knees down are cut off to fit. But no one's going to be like, oh, I wonder why Don's photo is cut off at the knees. You don't think about the fact that it used to be 4x6. So these are 4x6 photos that I cut down. But here, so this is a 4x6 photo that I cut in half and then spread across 2 of the slots. Here's another one that I cut down. And again, 2006. Those are of our nephew. This is the nephew that currently lives with us. He'll be real proud. I'm showing everybody's pictures. So here's some more. These are 4x6 photos that I just trimmed. So this one, I can't remember what was on the other. I think it was just like, there was some randomness on the other side that wasn't like, shouldn't have taken up the whole photo. So I just trimmed this down to like a 2x5. Or 2x6, yeah, 2x5, and then I cut this one down. But you can see, nobody's going to look at this and be like, well, that looks dumb. Because you're still getting your photos in. Yeah, they're cut a little bit, but you can still see the full costume. You can still see what they're looking at. So if you're somebody that's been wanting to, here's another one. These are 4x6 photos that I just cut at a place that made sense. Obviously, I don't want to cut my nephew in half in the Boba Fett costume. But this is a great way to use your 4x6 photos, even in 4x4 pages. So if you're somebody that bought 2 sets of this, if you're somebody that hasn't signed up for Persnickety Box yet, or you don't want to do the 4x4 photos because you have so many of the 4x6, and then this is from 7,000 years ago. These are all also 4x6 photos that I either trimmed down. Like this is a 4x6 photo that I cut to fit. So you can totally do this. Here's another one that was 4x6 tall. You just cut it where it makes sense. And it's still, the eye still makes it seem like it's one photo, even though you've cut it. So don't worry about, Jen asked about the photos from the 70s. Those are like 3.5 by 3 or 3.25 by 3.25. You can always mat those on one of these, and I think that would be genius. Like that would also be a super way to do it. So whatever size photos you have, you can make them fit in these albums. Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to cut it because it's out of the, I know, look, I was a wee baby here. Was this 20 years ago? Basil, for anybody that remembers Basil, we went to the Basil warehouse. So Kim makes a great point. She loves that it's not 100% symmetrical. I agree. Like, I love the fact that they're cut here. It sort of draws your eye, but it still looks like a 4x6 photo to the eye. You can still see exactly what you're looking at. So that's just a couple great ways that you can do either 4x6 photos or the, like, I think they're like 3.25 by 3.25 that Jen brought up, or the 4x4 photos. So once these come back in stock, we will let you guys know. Excuse me, as I have a sip of my tea. We're so grateful to you guys that everything's sold out, but we want to hurry up and get stuff back in stock to you so that you can make more albums like this. Also, for folks that tuned in late, I said earlier that I was so grateful for everybody who was so understanding about the refill problem that we had. And if you are someone who is just opening your box tonight, or maybe the HSN email went into your spam, please check your emails or your refills. If you have refills, let me get a good refill. If you have a refill, yeah, and check your spam for the information if you didn't get it. But your papers should slide into your page refills like this. And yes, somebody mentioned earlier that they were that they were pretty tight. It's the two on this side, not where the holes are, but this side. They should slide in. They should be nice and snug. And we did make an adjustment for the upcoming refills, just in case. We've made them a little bit longer so that they're not quite so snug if people want to start putting like thicker embellishments in them. So we've taken care of that on the back end. This is what, if you try to put a piece of paper, see, this will not go in. Like, it just doesn't fit. So this, if your page refills do this, send an email to info@Kingston Crafts, and we will get you taken care of. We are so sorry about this. And the reason this happened, we found out from the factory is, and this is a good problem to have, we ordered so many that they hadn't printed that many before. And so the machine started to shift, just like little tiny bit, tiny. But when you're working with such small pages, a tiny bit matters. And so there was a percentage of them that the whole thing just went off to one side. But we're going to make it right. And we've made it right for the people so far, and we'll make it right for you. And we just are really grateful for how kind everybody was, because that was like, to launch a program that means this much to you, as I cried every time I talked about it. And to find out that something was not quite right with it was devastating. So we are so grateful to everybody for hanging in there. And your page refills that we've sent out are all correct. And I can't wait for you guys. I would love to see the pages that you're making. If you're in our Kingston Crafts group, if you want to email me, I would love to see all the things. Yeah, and you can keep the bad refills if you want to trim. Have at those. But we'll just send you the ones that work. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. Don Kingston and I are going to take some Theraflu and go to bed. And we will. Oh, okay. Last question. And you can leave this in the comments. Let us know how you would feel about doing this like one Sunday afternoon during football in January. Is everybody a football fan? Would you not do it if we did it on a Sunday afternoon in January? We want to give the West Coasters some opportunities to do it live. And I know this time, like during the week, some people are at work. Tell us your thoughts about doing it like during a football game in January. And we will get back to you with the schedule. Don't forget about the puffy stickers for the next auto ship. Thank you very much. Okay. Hopefully I'll talk to you before Christmas, but I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday season. We are just so incredibly grateful for the support, and I'm excited to see the pages that you do, and we will reconvene next month for our next virtual crop. I will talk to everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope you have some fantastic holiday things coming up. We are very grateful for you. We will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.